Hey, what's happening, everybody? Welcome to the 2026 Omaha Film Festival. Super excited you're here, waiting for Liz to turn the volume down on our computer, and away we go. Everyone's buttoned up. Everything's looking great. Thanks for everyone that's joining us on the chat. Say hi. Margie's over there managing it, so if you have any big questions, Margie from Weberize will answer those questions, hopefully, for you. And yeah, so here we are in the Casa de Kepler basement. Thank you very much to Kevin, as always, for hooking us up with a live stream location, so hooray for that. Thank you very much. Also in the house, we've got now newly crowned Associate Festival Director Liz Zellner. Thanks for being here. Next to her is Associate Off Academy Director and Student Outreach Coordinator for the Off Academy, Kristen Job. Dr. Kristen Job, for those of you sitting at home. And then off to their right, you can probably see it on the big God cam, is Margie Sturgeon. Margie is our media relations person, and she is the owner and proprietor of Weberized with her lovely and sexy husband, Richard. So thank you very much to Margie for being in here. And then off camera is Sony. You can't see her because she doesn't want to be on camera. Sony. Yeah. I never get that wrong, and I got it wrong today. And for that, I apologize. So thank you very much. Thanks for everyone to be here. We're excited. We've got 104 films. We'll talk about them. And it's just a lot of good stuff. Our 21st year. And yeah, we just keep getting more and more amazing entries that we're excited about. And I think it's going to be fun for you guys to check out. So, we go to a lot of festivals around the country, and we see different things, and there's things that we like, and there's things that we love, and there's things that we're like, I like the way we do it. One of the things that I like is we're in a proper theater. So a massive shout out to Aksarben Cinemas. It's a 10-plex. It's amazing. It's got all kinds of, it's got the good sound. It's got the good screens. I'm just waiting for Kevin to put the ACX Cinema logo up on there. That's all right. He's paying attention. All good. Yeah, we're in a proper theater. So that's one of the things that when filmmakers come to town, they're like, it's great. We actually are in a real theater instead of like in a conference room with screens and computer speakers, and we'll give you a proper cinema experience. So thank you to Bill and Andrea and Cody and that whole team over at ACX. We love you guys, and we like having our home there. Also, new this year. So for filmmakers coming into town that have never been here, this isn't going to matter to you. But for some of the people that are veterans, we are at the DoubleTree Hotel. So it's a mile away from the theater. So there'll be a little more Uber. There'll be more, hey, can I catch a ride down to the theater? But like I said, it's only a mile away, so it's not that bad. It is an amazing hotel. They've completely redone it. They've got millions invested in it. There's a beautiful restaurant in there. There's a boardroom, and they've got a huge ballroom. So Kristen will talk about that in a little bit. That we're going to use that for the Off Academy. So very excited to be at the DoubleTree, right down the road from Aksarben Cinema. So look forward to that. As always, big shout out to Dana at North Sea Films. That's where our office is. That's where our home is. So couldn't do this without Dana, so we thank him very much. And wanted to spotlight a couple of our big sponsors. People that write us checks, so we always appreciate them. The Sainer Foundation. So Nancy, thank you very much for supporting us over these last several years. Rachel at Fiber First and that whole team over there has done a ton to support us. And obviously Todd at Omaha Steaks has supported us for years. So thank you very much to those three sponsors I wanted to highlight. Check out our website for all the rest of our sponsors. Those guys are all doing an amazing job. And if it wasn't for them, our nonprofit status, we couldn't do what we're doing. Media sponsors, we're real excited to have so many people kind of get on board over these last several years. I want to say thank you very much to KETV. You guys are awesome. KVNO has done an amazing job for us over these last several years. Weberize, we talked about Margie a little bit, doing our media relations stuff. So thank you very much for that. This year, for the first time, Midland Business Journal, Daisy and their whole team has jumped on board. So they're going to be running a bunch of ads. If you're already getting Midland's Business Journal, check those out. We got a full page ad that's coming up pretty soon, so that's exciting.
It's very exciting.
It is very exciting. Omaha Magazine. So if you look back online, they did an amazing 4-piece spread on the Omaha Film Festival last year for our 20th year. So thank you very much to those guys. This year they're doing a full page ad for us, which is really cool. And then as always, again, Mr. Kevin Kepler, thank you very much to him and all that he does for us.
You're welcome, buddy.
I know, it's very sweet.
Do whatever I can.
So thank you very much to all those folks. And again, like I said, we're a nonprofit, so grants help us. The biggest grant that we get every year is the Douglas County Commissioners. So a huge shout out to them. They gave us our biggest grant ever this year. I think, after 21 years of growth, I like that people in the community are starting to recognize and appreciate kind of the efforts that we put in and kind of the legitimacy that we bring to our community and all the films and stuff that come into town. So good stuff. We're always excited to have all of that. Has someone started the clock on the number of times I've said excited? Because I feel in my head, I feel like I'm in the double figures at least.
Lost count.
No? All right. Kevin's lost count.
Long time ago. I ran out of fingers.
Exactly. March 10th through the 15th, put it on your calendar. It should be already on your calendar right now. Aksarben Cinema, 104 films. We also have the Off Academy, March 12th through the 13th, so you will hear about that in a little bit from both Kristen and Kevin. And March 14th, the Writers Theater. You're going to hear a little bit more about that also. And those three things are kind of what makes the Omaha Film Festival what it is. Passes are on sale now. Go to our website, omahafilmfestival.org. $12 to ticket to see any screening you want. $8 if you want to go check out the Writers Theater. All access passes, $125. If you want to pay just for the weekend, you can get an all access pass for $75. Or if you just want to come see the films, $75. That all access gets you into all the films, after parties. If you are there till the very end of the after party and you've had too much to drink, there's a good chance that Kristen will be yelling at you. Oh, she's not going to.
Oh, yeah, I will be yelling at you.
100% yelling at you. So
to leave.
That's always a highlight for me anyway. So I don't know if it's a highlight for you guys, but that's always one of the fun things that we do. And then one of our T-shirts will be part of what you get for that all access pass as well. New for this year, pay attention. If you have a pass, we had 13 sellouts last year, which is incredible. We've never had that many sellouts. So new for this year, if you have an all access pass, you have to go and reserve tickets. So it's going to be a little bit different, a little bit challenging. A lot of festivals do that. Most events will do that, but not a big deal. You have a pass, you go onto our schedule, you say, oh, I like this film, I like this film. You reserve your tickets. That way we know a head count early on, which films are selling well, which ones are going to be full, and then we can make some good decisions early on as far as seating goes with all of our volunteers. So there will be lots of emails, there will be lots of notifications in Eventive, so you will see all of that, but make sure you pay attention to that. If you want to volunteer for the festival, Colin would love that. We would love that. On our website, in the About section, there's a little thing you can volunteer. Go through and fill that out, send that to us, and we'll get you in the mix. Big shout out to 92 West for putting together our website and hosting that for us, so thank you very much. Merch this year, I see that no one is wearing our new merch because I didn't bring it, so that's on me.
I'm looking
but
for that
if you want to see what it looks like, there it is.
Yeah.
So we have the Heather Denim. That's a color that Liz picked out. Yes. So thank you very much. So if you love it, let her know. If you hate
Good
it,
job,
Let
Liz.
Mark know.
Tell me.
I love it.
Don't tell anybody else. But I think for the first year, I don't remember if we've ever had the hoodie and the T-shirt like be the same color as each other. So kind of fun, I think, and I think our artwork looks good on it. And a massive shout out to CI Shirts. They've done our artwork or our merch for I think 15 years now. For a lot of the time that we've been in business. And then if you want some of that, we had a comment on one of our Facebook entries today. Like, how do I get the shirts? During the festival, March 10th through the 15th, Aksarben Cinema. Christy, she'll be there at the booth. She would love to hook you up with some nice merch. Off Academy, we talked about it earlier. You guys are getting tired of my voice, so the good news is you get to hear Kristen's voice for a little bit. So talk to us about the changes that are happening with this year's Off Academy.
So, first of all, we have been doing the Off Academy for 11 years, and I think I've been around
all of them.
11 of those years, which makes me really old. The super cool thing about the Off Academy is that it is a 2-day immersive filmmaking workshop for kids in 7th through 12th grade. They get to come, they get to hang out. Kevin and I have kind of redesigned it a little bit, so it's a lot more hands-on. Students will be shooting a film the entire time. They're going to plan, they're going to do pre-production on the very first day. They're going to hear from a lot of industry experts, some local, some that are coming in from the festival, which is super cool. And then they are making a film. And the cool thing about our new location at the Doubletree, there are so many amazing spaces. And like these people are excited to have middle school and high school kids come in and, you know, run around and make a movie in their space, because not too many people get really excited about that. I mean, I'm one of those weird people, but the Doubletree is super stoked and we cannot wait to see what these kids do. And lots of supportive teachers within the Omaha community are going to help us out. So again, the Off Academy is March 12th and 13th. It's a Thursday, Friday. We are at the DoubleTree. If you go to the Omaha Film Festival site, you will find the Off Academy info on there. Register. It only costs students $50 thanks to an awesome, very generous sponsorship, donation, scholarship, whatever you want to call it. This is at least, we say it's a $300 value. It's way more than that. Yep. We have had kids go through the Off Academy who are now working in the industry, and then they come back and they hang out and they say how amazing it was because this is how they got their start. And it's really a cool experience. So students this year have to pay to play a little bit. Aside from that, $50 entry fee, they have to submit something creative that really shows us that they want to be a part of this immersive experience. So it's a really interesting, cool new year. I'm really stoked to see what we can do in 2 days. And then we'll have a screening eventually. Once these kids go and edit and make their films, we'll have a live screening somewhere, we hope.
And there's a handful of this year's film entries that are former Off Academy kids, and current Off Academy kids. So that's really, really cool. So yeah, thank you, Kristen. That's fantastic. And then in addition to that, we've got also student related. We've got our Offset program, which we launched last year. So Liz was the brain behind that. So Liz, why don't you tell us a little bit about the Offset program?
So our Offset program, we're in year 2 now. That's pretty fun.
Yeah.
So we give up to 20 students real-time experience on set during the Omaha Film Festival. So filmmakers that are tuning in, you're going to see kids with an Offset t-shirt, and they're going to come up to you and interview you and practice all of the things that they're learning in the classroom together. So, kind of an entertainment experience.
Yeah, it's a real journalism opportunity for them. So a lot of most of the students are from Bellevue West. So shout out to Aaron Stuvey and that group. Liz and Aaron kind of drinks after one of the films a couple years ago were like, we should really do this. And I think he liked the idea because it gives his students, which are doing a lot of the journalism stuff there at Bellevue West, kind of some real world experience, right? So it's a situation. It's one thing to walk up to the quarterback for your football team and say, "Hey, I'm supposed to interview you for our website." It's another thing to walk up to a producer or a director from a film and you don't know who this person is. You don't know how they're going to respond to you. So it's scary, but it's a real world situation. And the feedback that we keep getting from all those students is that how cool it is and how seen and how respected they felt from all of the filmmakers that they interviewed. I mean, I think they interviewed like 50 or 60 filmmakers last year. So shooting B-roll, shooting the Q&As, just doing a lot of stuff for us, and that's been great.
Yeah. And then it should be noted, too, that Aaron Stuvey's been with us since year 1 of the Off Academy, just like Kristen.
Yep.
So
good stuff. Yeah. So thank you very much, Kristen. Thanks, Liz, for talking about all that stuff. We recognize that students and young people are kind of the foundation of what we do. And obviously the films that we're showing are, big productions and a lot of cool things. But, we've talked about, 11 years ago, there's people that were in that first Off Academy that are now in the industry. And we want to keep fostering that. And like, we want to do that for the students, but also like if one of them becomes famous and they look back and they're thanking, their mom and whatever for the Oscars, and they also give a shout out to the Omaha Film Festival, we wouldn't hate that, right? I mean, you don't have to, but we wouldn't hate that.
I would like him to say my name personally.
I mean, Kevin wants his name specifically, and we'll get the spelling on that for you so you can pronounce it correctly. So we look forward to all of that. Speaking of the foundation of film, we've had a script competition since day one. That's something that is important to us. It's a lot of extra work beyond, reviewing all the films, but it's something that we feel like is important. So unfortunately, Mark Albrecht, who runs the script competition, couldn't be here tonight. Something to do with his wife's birthday. I guess it's
his wife's birthday.
I guess that's more important than being here with us.
Yeah, I don't know how.
Yeah, exactly. And then Jennifer Morgan, who is going to be, again, directing the Writers Theater. All of we were talking about this earlier, all of the films that we're going to list, all the filmmakers already know that they're in the Omaha Film Festival. Sadly, all of the films that were rejected, which there were a lot this year, sorry about that. They are probably not watching the feed, so because they already know as well. But for our script competition, the first time these folks that are the semifinalists are finding out if, in fact, they are a finalist or in the Writers Theater, the first time they find out is right now. So without further ado, we've got all of our finalist features, teleplays, and shorts. and the lovely Kristen was going to read off those script names.
All right, here we go with features. Affordable Care by Andrea Birding. Better Angels by Shannon Denise Evans. Broom Goes the Dynamite by Jeffrey Field. Deadwood Dick by John Stanfield and Sally J. Walker. Mari, The Curse of the Sea by Mackenzie Blake Burton. Pearl Snaps by Leah Simmons. Sound of Silence by Michelle Davidson and Jeffrey Field. The Crying Producer by Kevin Machate. I love that name. The Pale Ones by Sarah Caldwell. Turns Out It's the Apocalypse, we think, by Natalie Lynch, Tara Jane. Wings by Maya Pavich. Yosemite by Daniel Talbot.
Awesome. Those are our features. And you'll notice there are a couple of asterisks next to a few of those. So Pearl Snaps, Sound of Silence, and The Pale Ones are all going to be included in our Writers Theater this year. So congratulations to those screenwriters. The finalists will have an all-access badge to come to the festival. And then that Writers Theater is really cool. It's live performances, live reads from excerpts from each of these scripts. So congratulations to those 3 feature finalist scripts. And on to the teleplays.
Bathory by Brenna N. Penrod. The Back End by Daniel Gessner and Kyle Campbell. Time of Your Life by John McGuigan. Until It Wilts by Elena N. Lading.
So yeah, The Back End is one of the teleplay that's going to be in the Writers Theater. So congratulations to those writers. And the shorts.
Blood Enough by Saeed Gassemi. Here Comes the Bonsai by Cy Cantor. Look to the Stars by Dylan Kaufman. Mistakes by John McGuigan. Play On by Nicolay Moss. Purgatorio by Hakan Unal. Radio Contact by Kevin Machate. Totem by Clayton Henderson.
Awesome. And yeah, Look to the Stars and Mistakes are going to be in this year's Writers Theater. So more information on that on our website. The website will go live hopefully tomorrow, right? Maybe during the Super Bowl if the game gets out of hand and it's super boring and the commercials aren't very good. Maybe I'll just be sitting in front of my computer and putting the schedule up. But I'm guessing it's ready to go. So it'll go up probably tonight or tomorrow. So check that out. The part of the Writers Theater, you'll see that. You'll see synopsis of each of these scripts. And then as Mark and Jennifer get closer, we'll have like the cast list for all those. And then all the directors that are going to work on those. So all that stuff is going to be very, very cool. Like I said at the top, 104 films, 37 total screenings in a theater. We've got 3 special screenings. We've got 12 narrative feature films, one of which is a Nebraska Spotlight film. We'll talk about that in a second. We've got 12 documentaries. Back in the day, we used to do like 6 or 7 documentaries, but now the Omaha community has really embraced coming out and seeing, and a lot of times our bigger screenings are the documentaries. So congratulations to those 12 documentaries. 2 of those are Nebraska Spotlight, so we'll talk about those as well. This year, we've got 30 short films from Nebraska. That was up from 24 last year. So it's like, oh, you're giving them more space. No, you guys are making them a little bit shorter, and that means more people get in. So if you make your films shorter, we've talked about that a lot. I'm going to keep using that as a recommendation. 10 animated short films in 1 block, 37 short films. Last year that was 32 in 5 blocks. So lots of great films for you guys to see, 104 of them total. So come out and check those out. Special screenings. Anyone heard of Al Pacino? Anyone watch Stranger Things? Have you heard of Charlie Heaton? If you come out and see Billy Knight, that is our first special screening. Super cool movie. And, if you look at the synopsis and if you look at a lot of the press that's around about it, a lot of people say love letter to cinema. And that's exactly what it is. It's a really great movie. It's a real subtle, real quiet movie. But it's neat if you're into movies and if you're into people that are that want to make movies. This is a great movie for you to check out. So check out Billy Knight. Also, we have an amazing drama action film called Caroline. John Grease, you'll recognize him. Of course, you'll recognize Kira Sedgwick, and an up-and-comer Samara Weaving is in that one. And it is a con story, right? So you've got people. The guy in it is a con man, and the girl kind of like, oh, that's interesting, and then they kind of go on a series of capers, and it's really cool. I can't wait for you guys to see that movie. And then we've got Willem Dafoe in Late Fame with Greta Lee, another fantastic, awesome movie. So we're excited. In addition to all of the narrative and documentary films that we're going to talk about in a minute, it's always great to bring studio pictures to you folks. Caroline right now is 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. It was at Toronto International Film Festival last year, and 85% Rotten Tomatoes on Late Fame. So I mean, these are legit studio pictures that are just that are a little bit different from the other independent films that we are showing, but just a nice kind of also thing for you guys to check out. And now I think without further ado, right, is it time to talk about movies? So we've got Margie sitting in the big seat to talk about the 12 narrative feature films. So without further ado, Margie.
Yes. Margie's very excited.
Yeah,
I'm so excited.
We're all excited.
Okay, I'll tone it down. I'm sorry. Here we go. The first one is American Baby by Ellen Rodnansky. The next one, Bonding by Victoria Trofimenko. Do Us Part by Reed Arnold. Hello Out There by Otis Blum. If I Tell You by Tessa Blake. Magic Hour by Jacqueline Christie. Matter of Time by Jeremy Sneed. Midnight in the Orange Grove by Andrew Troy. The Only Way Out is Through by Kieran Thompson. Under the Lights by Miles Levine. Wed the Dark by Ken White, Nebraska Spotlight. And Wet Bulb Temperature by Joe Atkinson.
So yeah, a lot of great stuff. So when the website is live, you will have an opportunity to go into each one of these films. I would suggest going into them. You look at the artwork, you see the poster, read the synopsis, look at the cast list. I mean, these are all independent films, but a few of them you're going to recognize a lot of the names in the cast. So I'd recommend doing that. And then I think most of our features and docs have a trailer also, so you can go and click on them and watch the trailers. I know in our release party, when we were doing it live in person, kind of pre-COVID, we would always have a TV set up where people could watch trailers. But we've got all those on the website, so make sure you do that and kind of familiarize yourself. Like if Spider-Man 30 comes out, you're going to see the trailer ad nauseum on your TV during commercials. So you don't have a chance to do that with these independent films. So if you click on our website and look around, you'll have a chance to check out all of those trailers and get a sense of what these films are about, and make sure that you come out and check them out. We also have, and also you mentioned that Wed the Dark by Ken White is a Nebraska Spotlight. So that was our first of the Nebraska Spotlight films that we're screening. Super excited, right?
Yeah.
So there you go. And then we have documentaries. Liz is going to talk about the 12 documentaries that we're screening.
All right. So documentaries, here we go. 25 Cats from Qatar, Mai Huang. Ali Eats America by Rush Niaji and Greg Morris. Composing Kaneko by Eric Thorstensten, Nebraska Spotlight. Memory for Burial, Charlotte Jerix and Maud Giuma. Love Chaos Kin by Chitra Jayaram. Magic and Monsters by Nora Shapiro. Making Megaforce by Bob Lindenmeyer. The Chaplain and the Doctor by Jessica Zitter. Titan Nerdy by Jeff Nuchera and Jonathan Ruane. Unscripted Lives with James Sadwith. Uvalde Mom by Anayansi Prado. Yokiro Salsa, Latin Rhythm in the Heartland by Manatanga Denis, Nebraska Spotlight.
Yeah, so 2 of those are Nebraska Spotlights. So, again, super excited to see something that's, a bigger film produced locally. And those, a lot of times those are great crowds to see. Like, for example, we had Roseman of Omaha last year. We ended up having 2 sellout screenings for that. And now it's, it's been in a ton of festivals around the country. And then it's at Film Streams this weekend. So good stuff. And we always want to support our local filmmakers. So do that as much as possible. So Composing Kaneko and Yokira Salsa, 2 great examples of that. Right? Good stuff.
Right.
How we doing?
Good stuff.
Is everyone in the chat holding up? You guys doing okay? We have a lot more films. Yeah,
More films.
Kevin's tired. He's pushing buttons over there.
I'm going to be taking a nap if you need anything to help.
Fun stuff. All right, ton of shorts. I already mentioned going on to our website, clicking on the links, watching trailers, checking out the cast and crew for each one of these. So make sure you do that. And then you will have a chance to do that also with the animated shorts, which Liz is going to read. We have 10 of those this year.
10 animated shorts. Number one, 113 Words for You Today by Bo Ching Tang and Sha Lanzang. All Heart by Michael Govier and Will McCormick. Beast of the Sen by John Portman. Christopher and the Bug by Vanessa Estevez and Kevin McAuliffe. Diaboli by Shadi Safadi. Paper Trail by Don Hertzfeldt. The Death of James by Sam Chu. The Great Star Caper by Riley Houston. They by Renee Zellweger. Will
Yes,
You?
that Renee Zellweger. Go ahead. Sorry.
Will You by Justin Bruce Lee.
Awesome. Great stuff. I've often said, if you've heard me, I would put our animated short block against any animated short block in the country, including the Oscar animated shorts. I always feel like the stuff that we bring to our community is pretty solid. We've got some names that you'll recognize from past festivals, some names that are a little bit famous in that group, and it's just the beauty of animation is it can be, there's so many different styles and so many different types. It's really cool to see all those. Those usually play on Saturday, the first block on Saturday in theater, the big theater number 4. So make sure you come and check those out. A couple questions in the chat. Does anyone know when the winners will be announced? Yes.
Yes, good answer.
We will have on, and you'll see on the schedule, once it's released, during the Super Bowl or sometime before, we will have an awards ceremony. It's usually on Sunday afternoon, late afternoon after the screenings. And we will have a awards ceremony that has all of the winners. So best narrative feature film, documentary, short film, Nebraska short film, animated short film, and then all the screenplays. And then during the festival, as you guys attend, if it's in competition, you'll have a chance to do an audience participation vote. And we give out 3 trophies for best narrative feature, documentary, and short film based on audience vote. So we always love giving out that award. And I would think as a filmmaker, that would be, I'd rather get that award than the jury prize, so that's always a good one. So that's when that will be. Sorry for my smart aleck answer at the beginning, but that will be. And I think someone like unofficially kind of live streams that on X or on Instagram. Or, yeah. So it's not a fully produced thing. It's just more like someone holds a cell phone and does that. But, we'll have filmmakers that are in the airport leaving our community. And so it's nice for them to be able to see that kind of when they're out and about. And I had another question. It's, nope, that's it. Just a lot of, someone told Margie to never stop being.
Never.
You're doing great.
Never stop.
They're excited for you.
Always be Margie.
Always be Margie. ABM. All right. So we have a bunch of Nebraska shorts. So, I was going to do the math, and I didn't. We have over 10 hours worth of Nebraska shorts this year entered. So a few days ago, a lot of people, 6 hours worth, got rejection letters from the Omaha Film Festival. And that's a bummer. And I always say that is my least favorite day of the year, is the day that we have to send out rejections, because I don't look at it like a rejection. But I mean, that's at the end of the day, right? We only have so much screen time. And it's always the day that I wish we were playing in 10 theaters for 17 days. And I wish, we could put everything in front of everybody. So that part of it's a bummer for us. But we hope that they'll come back. We hope that they'll still love us. And I don't care if they love us. I hope that they continue to make films and get them out there and put them out into the world. And there's other, local festivals that support a lot more work than what we're able to support. So we'd like to continue to do that. But we do want to highlight 4 full Nebraska short film blocks. So these are all films made in Nebraska or by Nebraskans as short films. And again, we've got 30 of these, and I think last year, what did I say? There was 24. So due to run times, we've got a lot more shorter ones. So a lot more are able to fit. But without further ado, let's hear those 30 names. Margie.
Here we go.
Here we go.
All right. We start with A Boy and His Dog by Ike Somanas. A Glance Away by Alicia Lopez. Bimini's Backbone by Kylie Muller. Bullock by Carl Janicki. Bunny and Bear by Christine Burright and Matt Geiler. Chapter 21 by Katie Stoneburner and Ellen Burling. Deadline to Deadline by Braylon Cochera. Draw by Patrick Heschel. 4 Floors by Mackenzie Ann Frederick. Game Over by Jack Bone. And here we go. Healing Ribbons One Stitch at a Time by Margot Town. Homeless by Tim Guthrie. Ho'omau Cow Cow by Shelby Sue. Inner Child by Carly Liggett. Letting Go by Sin Brooks. Mycelium by Brent Scott Mays. Nesting by Alexa Fort and Eleanor Benson. Ocon, An Event for Everyone by Amanda Trudell. Opening Night by Gracelyn Arbaugh. Patina by Jake Hull. Perfect Night by David Michael Long. Prognosis by Megan Marie Milligan. Raven by Gracelyn Arbaugh. Release by Ken White. Rinse Cycle by Caroline Kaufman. Ruffin by Joe Pankowski. The Healing Garden by Jake Dawson. This is my favorite. Okay. The Precarious Perils of Poor Patricia Packard by William Fisher. Truth Detector, Family Therapy by William Relaford. And Two Hearts by Kate Robertson Pryor.
Tons and tons of good stuff. So over 4 blocks. So yeah, as soon as the schedules are released, you will know which night you'll be on. We'll show Nebraska films in blocks on Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday night, and Saturday night. So always in the big theater, always well attended, always very exciting. We had a question in the chat. Oh, I did this last time. I wasn't able to.
It says,
will we receive official laurels for finalists? Absolutely. I can't remember if we sent out semifinalist laurels, but yeah, we have that artwork. So after today, when the announcements are made, we will be sending those out, and you can add those to your websites and whatnot. So yeah, good stuff. And now 37 short films. These are international from around the world.
37 short films.
37 short films in 5 blocks. And we're excited about them. Walk us through it.
Okay. 8 a.m. by Thomas Mendola. Adieu by Sam Henderson. After What Happened in the Library by Kyle Chu. All Beauty Queens Have Broken Bones, Max C. Tullio. Armand by Farsad Kiafar. Baby Moon by Matthew Raymond and Jalen Turner. Busted by Emily Everhard. Counterfeit, Addison Ross Candejas. Criterion, Frank Riddles. December, Day Zero by John Robert Hammerer. Dog's Dinner by Jamie Armitage. Dynasty and Destiny, Travis Lee Ratcliffe. Girl Dad by Rachel Hudson. Halfway Haunted by Sam Rudikoff. Healing Hands, Jordan Oshel. Houston, We Have a Crush, Omer Ben Shusher. I Wanted to Hear Your Voice, James Pellerito. Killing of a Machine, Byron Q. MRI or Michael Returns Indefinitely, John F. Beach. Monster Slayer by Katie Skip. Pocket Change, Tanner Mobley and Heston Rui. Remnants by Michael Catenacci. Rob Roy, Enrique A. Mendoza. Saviero by Ellen Answay. Serenity by Franklin Tremblay. Something Blue, Samantha Niesenboim. Supercritical, John Osment. The Daughter, Mary Ann Anane. The Drive, David Arrow. The Journal, James Andrews. The Old Man at the Bar by Alexander Jeffrey. The Second Life of Freddie Knoll, Dana Nashman. Turns by Joshua Stolberg and Joel Holland. Until We Weren't by Victor Caballero. We Were the Scenery, Christopher Radcliffe. Yahunani, Lena Tadunt, and Sofyan Shoaib. You Get What You Pay For, Jeff Lowe and David Kolbus. And that's it.
Awesome. Such a great, as you're reading, it's fun as you're reading the names, and I'm just going through and like, oh, I've watched all these films and they're so good.
It's pretty fun, isn't it?
I want you guys to know how good these are. So check them out. Again, hearing the names of the films, I'm like, oh, that filmmaker's coming. Oh, that filmmaker's coming. So we've already it's early February, and we've already gotten feedback from a lot of these filmmakers that they're going to be in attendance. And One of the features is a world premiere, and so what we're trying to do is, as we find out if filmmakers are going to be here, we're putting in the notes underneath each of the films, filmmaker in attendance. I know when I go to a festival, and you guys choose your own adventure, right? But when I go to a festival, I tend to select if there's multiple screenings happening at the same time. I'll go to the film where the filmmaker is there because I love those Q&As. I love hearing the artists talk about the art that they made, and I love hearing just the process and what they went through, having a chance to interact with them. So that's a big part of, especially if you're a teaching festival, like kind of what we are, opportunity to do all that. So last year in of our 33 in competition screenings, 30 of them had filmmakers in attendance. And we always, like when we started this 21 years ago, it's like, well, no one's going to want to come to Omaha in March, right? And because why would you want to? But year round, every year, filmmakers come from around the world and come and attend the festival, participate in it, watch each other's films, hang out in the VIP room, go to the after parties, and then have hopefully a great screening with a Q&A afterwards. So continue to support them as attendees and as other filmmakers. Go and see each other's films. And yeah, that is always great. So yeah, I don't know the number yet, but as things get closer, we'll have a lot of like which filmmakers are going to be in attendance, and that'll be highlighted on the website. So check that out. Other than that, I think we're good. I mean, I think we did this in just over a half hour. Are you proud of us, Kevin?
I am so proud of you. I'm proud of you. Us, I've always been proud of us.
Right.
But
But
you,
just tonight.
okay,
good.
You're sparkling.
Well, eventually you got to work into that. Like I said, make sure you check out Christy at the merch booth during the festival. We got these fancy mugs. Look at that. Ooh, it's sparkly. It's not sparkly, but it is a very good mug. People are like, oh, I could put soup in that. Yes, put soup in that. Put wherever you want. We've got tons of buttons. And if you see us anywhere, other events, or during the festival, these buttons are free. We got lots of magnets, which are always fun. Doesn't stick. That's good. So yeah, check that out. This year, the pens were super popular last year. We had black pens this year. Burgundy pens. So come and get your pens. Those are free. We always have the Nebraska magnets. So a little slate Nebraska. So check those out. Lots of postcards are around the city. Check those out. If you're picking up a copy of Omaha Magazine or Midlands Business Journal, you'll see our ads. Start watching KETV kind of halfway through the month of February, and you'll start seeing commercials for that.
But I got a question.
Yeah, what's your question, sir?
Straight from the feed.
You were in the first.
How much are the merch sweatshut, man?
Good question.
Did
I not list that earlier? I feel like it's in my notes.
If you did, nobody listened.
Well, I don't blame anybody for not listening.
Typical. Problem.
One of the things when I go to events like a concert, another event, another festival, a lot of times their merch is so expensive, and we keep our stuff super low because I want people walking around wearing them, right? So our hoodies are only $35 and they're super high quality. Liz picks out the hoodies that we get, so they're always good ones, and the t-shirts are only $17. So
yeah, somebody show one of those off real quick.
I mean, if only we had one to show the world. If only someone had brought them today. So I'm very disappointed in myself and in just myself. I guess that's all. But I showed you a picture, right? We had a picture, so that should be good enough. So yeah, one of the things that I like, especially in Omaha, if you go to some kind of production, whether it's a movie or a commercial production or whatever, there's usually like one crew person will have like over our 21 years worth of Omaha Film Festival shirts. So that's always fun. And our leadership team meetings, I don't know if they do it for my benefit or if they genuinely, but every time we have meetings, a lot of our board meetings, most people wear Omaha Film Festival. And then there's a handful of people that I know that only wear Omaha Film Festival merch. So we love those people too, right?
I had it on all day until I came.
Because you were going to get a shirt that I was going to swap out. Yeah. Yeah, so that's just because one of the things we didn't show was this year's Off Academy shirt, which is exciting because of the color.
I'm also sad about that.
So you'll have to check out our Facebook feed for that.
Is there an Oscar party on Sunday evening?
There is not. So yeah, we didn't want to talk about that, but it's a good thing that you brought it up.
I'm
because
just saying it's in the chat. So
someone else asked the question.
Let's not ignore the chat.
So here's the deal, guys. Here's the deal, kids. We picked the festival dates 9 months ago and announced them. And at ABC and the Oscars, the 150 millionth annual Oscars, picked their dates way after ours, and they slammed their event. It's usually, in February. And now apparently it's on our closing night.
Yeah, they usually wait to see when we're
I think they should be paying attention to our website and coming up with a date based on it not being on that same weekend.
Well, what I'm saying is they are doing that.
Well, I know.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
saying
exactly
and
what
I'm
they're
saying that ticks me off. So thank you to those folks. So yeah, we did. And it's funny, the people that are sitting in the room, we did an Oscar party because they picked our date a couple years ago, our closing night, and we thought, wouldn't it be amazing to have an Oscar party like in the big theater, broadcast it, we can give away prizes during the commercials. That would be amazing. Well, as you know, Sunday night, Oscar night, is a school night, right? It's a work night, and it runs late every time, every year. So people, are there and it's exciting, and then they slowly leave. And then so it trickles down to where there was just like not that many people left. And then the volunteers that have been working with us all week, they're like, we've been here all week and it's like getting late and it's Sunday night. Like, can we go? And we're like, sure, of course.
But let's not forget those people that did stay,
So-
all left with great prizes.
We had a lot of
just
merch,
gave it
and a
all
lot of
away.
handouts, and it was very fun. But by the time the evening was completely over, myself, Liz, and Kristen were there at the theater. And most of the festival was kind of torn down and sent off to storage. But the three of us were there till 3 a.m.
Oh no, it was closer to 4 a.m.
Was it closer to 4 a.m.?
Yep.
Just kept closing out the festival. So guess what we're not doing this year? This is a long answer to your quick question.
This is the longest answer ever.
Yeah, this is a very long answer, but you can see I'm very passionate about
I think I napped.
So we will not be having an Oscar party this year, which is a huge bummer because it's something I'm looking forward to every year. I look forward to watching it every year. But we will be having a closing night film that will be step over the first part of the Oscars. So we hope that people will still come out and check out that film. And then we will send folks off to
home to
wherever
watch
they
the
wanna go
Oscars.
and just be comfortable or sit in a bar and have a
Yep.
glorious evening. And then we will be closing down and going to our storage and office and
Sleeping.
putting our stuff, and then hopefully.
Do you want to field some more questions?
Yeah. What else? Other questions? I like what. When can we reserve tickets? So as soon as the schedule is live with your all access badge, your filmmaker badge, your sponsor badge. As soon as it's live, you go in, you click, I want this ticket, you click it, and now it is in your bucket. It'll generate a QR code. It'll send you an email. You don't have to go to the box office anymore and say, I need a ticket for this, individual tickets. You just take that QR code, whether it's on your phone, whether it's that printed out item, and you just go right to the doors with that. So it's part of the crowd control. It's part of the new thing that we're doing. But yeah, with your all access pass, with your weekend pass, you can reserve tickets. You can't reserve a short film, a feature film, and a documentary that are all playing at the same time. You can't do that, right? Because that's kind of violating we want to be able to keep an eye on crowd control and which ones are getting close to selling out. So that's one of the things that just doesn't allow you to do that. So don't do that anyway, right? But there is a way, for example, and this is something that came up in our testing, is you have a ticket reserved with your badge for a short film block. You're excited to see that, but the night before you're sitting in the bar and you meet a feature filmmaker or a documentary filmmaker, and they pitch their film. That sounds really exciting. You want to go see their thing. You can go into your account in Inventive, and you can transfer, instead of that short film block, you can pick up the ticket, and then that will make a proper accounting on our system. And that will be hopefully good for you guys and hopefully good for us. Kevin, did you have a specific question? Or was that...
Yeah, just asking for a friend. How old do you have to be to get into those after parties?
Yeah, right. So they're kind of open to the public. I think we do.
So the our Wednesday night party is going to be at Herb Saints, and that will be 21 and over. But then the remaining parties will be all ages, and they'll be at the theater.
Okay, great. I'm glad Liz was here. She's able to answer that question.
Thank goodness for Liz.
Always thank goodness for Liz. Don't forget to hit the like. So yeah, we're not going to say that part. What else? Any other,
just because it's there
questions?
doesn't mean you got to read it. Man.
Yeah, well, it's just there are words in front of me. What am I going to not read it?
Trained monkey.
Yeah, exactly. Go ahead.
So our the DoubleTree,
Yes.
Southwest,
Yes.
what is it, Omaha Southwest?
Yes.
Is our official hotel.
Yep.
They'll be offering our patrons discounted hotel rooms
Yep.
if they're coming in from out of town for the hotel. Filmmakers can book directly through me. Short filmmakers, we can offer you discounted hotel rooms if you want to reach out to us. I think when Mark sent out emails to everyone, he included that
Yep.
booking link in there. But if you have any problems with that, please let us know. And then, if you have friends and family coming in from out of town, let us know, and we can get them the proper booking link if they want a discount.
Yeah, good stuff. And like I said, that hotel, if you've been in Omaha for a long time and kind of have an opinion about sort of the hotels right off the interstate, it's not really like an interstate hotel like what you would think. It's really nice, and it's a legit spot, and we're super excited to be there. And
Massive pool, massive workout
huge
space.
pool, yeah, it's just
Beautiful breakfast area, restaurant.
Nothing like a pool in March.
yeah, it's indoors.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
Right, exactly. Very, very cool spot. We're excited to showcase it. I know they're excited that we're going to bring in, hopefully we'll have 7,000 people at the festival this year. Not all of them are coming in from out of town, but we'll be able to bring, at least 100 plus people to their hotel and see it for the first time. And I think people will be impressed. And I know the food is awesome at the restaurant, and we're glad to be there. What else? Any other questions?
There's a question from our buddy William Relaford.
William, what's going on?
He wants to know when they can announce publicly. Can they announce publicly?
Do it now. Yeah. Do it live. Yep. Yeah. Put your stuff out there. We wanted y'all to wait until today's announcements. We wanted to be the first one to tell everybody. Most importantly, not most important, I mean, on the list of most important is we didn't like a lot of you heard a month ago that you were in. Congratulations. And the people that didn't get in, the rejection notices just went out a couple days ago. So we didn't want people that were going to get an eventual rejection letter to be seeing like back in January that other people were getting in. So just kind of to tamp down that, that stuff. So we figure once we announce it here, then the world knows, or at least the 45 people that are watching know. More people will watch over the next couple of days. And then our website will go live, and everybody will have all that information in their head. I do want to know one person. Someone was able to earlier today.
Oh, here's
purchase
a good
ticket
question
on our website.
Yeah.
How the heck did you do that? We spent, me and Liz and Carrie,
box
our
office
box office
team.
manager, spent, I don't know, quite a while like digging into the back end of our website. Like, how did this person know, first of all, which block to buy, and then how do they buy the ticket? All that stuff should have been
Hackers.
I think there's hackers,
Watch the
right?
hackers.
So there you go. So so I'm curious. So if you're watching this feed and you were the person that bought the ticket earlier today, send me a message and like, I know a guy, and
Because that was shut off. That shouldn't have happened.
That's awesome. Well, I feel like do we have a leaky spot in our website? So anyway, that was kind of a fun little scamper situation that we
Now
did.
everybody's going to go and try to.
Well, once the the website won't go live maybe until tomorrow, whenever it goes live. So I suppose if you guys can try and hack and buy. Heather's saying Google. What does that mean? What does that mean, Heather?
Challenge accepted.
Google. Like, can you Google the festival and see that you can buy tickets? Like, I don't know. But you folks send filmmakers to pages for our own.
Yeah, it's getting
Right.
awkward.
So I sent. So this person is saying, and they're right. So as I would get, if someone's asked a question, I'd be like, oh, here's what your page is going to look like. Check it out. But I didn't think that there would be a ticket link on there. I looked at my own page today on a whim and saw one of my screening. Oh, there you go. Okay.
There you go.
Same. All right. Well, there you go.
It's all.
Look at that. We solved it.
Real
But
time.
we still need to know how they bought a ticket.
Right
Yeah, I
here,
didn't
real
think
time.
tickets were available. So you guys had, so spoiler alert, you guys were all able to,
Still glad you joined the stream though.
schedule site Googleable, but can't see the films. Interesting. Okay. All right. Well, thanks. Look, we just crowdsourced it. We figured it out. So
We're
all that to
focus
say,
grouping.
the company that we have contracted to provide our schedule, our film lists, and all of the information, the ticketing, shouldn't be that way. So now we know. So that'll be something so I can take all this information and we will figure that out in the future. But it's fun that you guys got a chance to like see stuff ahead of time, right? And I'm glad that you still tuned into today's show. So thank you very much. I think without further ado, I think there's pizza upstairs waiting for us. So I think we're going to go imbibe on that. And then Kevin has 500 miles of cables that he has to wrap up.
What?
And he doesn't let me touch it because I don't do it right. So it's all good. So thank you very much for tuning in. Looking forward to seeing everybody March 10th through the 15th at Aksarben Cinema. It's going to be an amazing 21st year. Lots of great stuff. And without further ado, thank you very much.
Yay.
Thanks, guys.
Don't clap into the microphone.
We did it.
I want to.